Join the Museum of Healthcare for a spine-tingling Halloween event, if you dare. Try to escape Kingston's spookiest museum by solving puzzles and following clues that will set you free. Claire Knockman, Program and Communications Coordinator at the Museum of Healthcare, is here to tell us about Escape the Museum 2. Welcome, Claire.
Thank you for having me.
Escape the Museum 2. Tell me about, there was a 1 and now there's a 2, and why the 2?
Yes, there was Escape the Museum last year, and last year we were very fortunate to partner with Murney Tower Museum for Escape the Museum. That was our first inaugural event. Unfortunately this year, because of construction, Murney Tower is not able to participate, but Museum of Healthcare is hosting Escape the Museum 2. So if folks did do the event last year, they can be assured that there will not be the same puzzles. All the puzzles will be different. And last year we had over 250 people attend the event, so we thought we really need to do this again. So this is a one-time event. It is Saturday, October 26, from 3 until 8 p.m. and tickets are $5. Now tickets do need to be purchased online, and it is a timed event. And the reason we need to do that is because the Museum of Healthcare is a fairly small and unique place, so we do have to have really good crowd control. So we do have capacity limits, so we won't be able to allow walk-ins, but tickets are available now and for purchase on our website.
Can people wear a costume?
Yes, costumes are encouraged.
Tell me how you escape and become free with all of the games that you have set up.
Okay, so without revealing too much, this is a family-friendly event. So we encourage everyone and anyone to come and play. If you like escape rooms, you will like this event. If you've never been to the museum, you will like this event. And so when folks come in, they will have to complete 9 stations before they are allowed to escape the museum through the Keymaster's dungeon. So there are some spooky things, some challenging puzzles, things like solving Morse code puzzles, pumpkin surgery, where you have to find the right organs inside pumpkins. Those types of things is what people will be able to do when they're at the museum.
Well, that sounds spooky to me. Tell me where the funds go that you're raising for this event.
Any of the funds that we raised from any event that we do goes right back into programming. We do our very best to make our programming low or no cost at most of the time. So that $5 goes right back into next year's event.
Tell me about how important it is for people to come to the Healthcare Museum. It's been in Kingston forever and ever.
Sure, so the Museum of Healthcare is not just a spooky place, but it's a very special place. Not many people know that it is a National Historic Site. So it is located in the Anne Bailey Building. The museum is tucked away on George Street. It's 32 George Street. We're kind of embedded in Queen's Campus and on Kingston General Hospital property. And the Anne Bailey Building was built in 1904 as a residence for nurses training at Kingston General Hospital Nursing School. So we're talking about a time when hospitals were training nurses, not colleges and universities like we have today. And it was named after Anne Bailey, and she was the superintendent of nurses there from 1924 to 1942 when she died. She was a very favorite superintendent, and so they named the building after her. So the building is 120 years old, and it used to house about 26 women who were studying at the nursing school. It's a special place too because the museum has a really large collection of nursing memorabilia, and not a lot of healthcare or medical museums collect nursing history, so we're very special in that way.
Claire, can you tell me about what you offer to people and the general programming?
Sure, so we do programming for all ages and phases. We have a curator on site, Rowena McGowan, and she does academic engagement. So she visits Queen's University classes and does lectures. They also come to the museum. But we also have a full range of programming for school-age children, K to 12. That is my job, and I love it. So we have 8 or so programs that we offer, things like the science of snot, or looking at the era of the snake oil salesman, or looking at things like viruses and bacteria. So we have a whole suite of programs for kids of all ages, and anyone that walks into the museum can get a guided tour. That's part of our programming. It is cost-free. The museum is admission by donation. Other things we offer are access to our collection by researchers. So a researcher can make a request through our curator and come and take a look at some of our 35,000 artifacts at the museum.
So let's mention the date again for the event.
So Escape the Museum 2 is happening on Saturday, October 26th from 3 until 8 p.m. at the Museum of Healthcare at Kingston, 32 George Street. Tickets are $5 a person, and you need to book your time slot now before the tickets are gone.
Thank you very much for joining us today, Claire.
Thank you so much.